So, firstly, my upstairs neighbor is a giant who loves wearing clogs and dancing around. At least that's what it sounds like. Right now she's watching TV, but who knows what she'll do next. Molly, the person who talks about things. I am back! Hello guys. I'm sorry for leaving without giving you a notice. I felt really bad about it afterwards. I know that could have been jarring if all of a sudden I was gone and you didn't know why. In short, I left just because I needed a break, but the videos are still here. Now I took down the episode videos, or I took down the episodes from the videos in the title so that you will not know what number it is. So, sorry if that's an inconvenience, but I think it's more accessible for everybody and for new people coming, because if you come across my videos now and you see like episode 34, it's kind of daunting because it's like, oh, I have to watch 33 episodes to catch up, which you don't. They're all separate. And this is separate. This is technically episode 35, which is crazy that I've done that many because I did not expect to do that many. I expected to do maybe 10 and then conclude the series. But this really has been great and most of you are wonderful. I selected my words carefully. Those of you who are using MBTI for good, you Gryffindors, you. Those of you who are using magic as Slytherins, and you know, I feel for you, but stop being mean or stereotypical. Okay, so this video consists of what just existed and also what's about to happen, obviously. So I have an analogy that I'd like to share with you. I came up with this metaphor this past weekend. My family and I were hanging out in the sun outside, and I asked my dad if he burned easily because he's super tan, and he said he does not. And sometimes he forgets to wear sunscreen, but he still doesn't burn. And my brother was like, I only burn on my shoulders. And then I was thinking where I burn, like I burn in certain spots. And then I was thinking about like how some people are very sensitive to the sun and burn really easily, and are more prone to skin cancer and other things. And we all easily accept that people burn differently because we can see it. And I feel like people more readily accept things that are concrete and visible, and we see these burns on the outside and we talk about it and it's just like, oh, okay, common knowledge. But we all burn differently on the inside, and that's something that we don't really accept all the time, or we're not as aware of. I know last month was Mental Health Awareness Month, and now it's Pride Month. I think it's really important to remember that we process things differently, and that's part of why I love MBTI, because it really it depicts our differences and our similarities, because we all have share these functions, but we use them differently, and they come out to play differently. We have our strengths, our weaknesses, and we all kind of like help each other, like help the world go round, if they're used well. Some people are more sensitive to the sun, and metaphorically some people are more sensitive to certain things, and we have like trigger spots that other people may not know. Oh, I didn't know you burned there, because I don't. And we just kind of assume other people work the way we work, I feel like a lot of times. But some people are particularly sensitive and some aren't. And I think to go along with this metaphor, just keep it rolling, I think that if we wear enough sunscreen, we can protect ourselves from those burns. So it's kind of like partially our responsibility to, one, be aware of it in other people so that we're more conscious and caring. I think it makes a difference if like everybody just cares a little bit. And then secondly, if we take care of ourselves, our self-care, so caring for others and then caring for ourselves, and what that would look like on a day out in the sun, you put on your sunscreen. And some people need a higher SPF level to really protect themselves. I need like SPF 1000 metaphorically. I need to take care of myself. And so for me, my sunscreen would be yoga, and gratitude journal, going on walks, having deep conversations, and also breaking away from the internet a bit, which I'll find a better way to do it where I'm not affecting other people. But anyways, the list goes on how to take care of myself, and I think we all have our own ways that we need to take care of ourselves. And sometimes we ignore that and we try and barrel on through life without stopping and being like, oh yeah, self-care, self-love. And I think that it's important to put on your sunscreen, to take that extra time to protect yourself. And still, without hiding inside all the time. You can't just avoid the sun because you need vitamin D. So still pushing yourself and getting out of your comfort zone, but still making sure that you're not burning and peeling. I feel like a lot of self-care, it comes from the same sort of areas like mindfulness, which could be prayer for some, or gratitude. Could be prayer, it could be yoga, it could be meditation, and exercise. It could be a lot of things. Nature. So I feel like we all have different activities that work best for us, but it's kind of like those common activities. Thank you for your patience and your kindness, and I hope that you have a lovely day, perhaps in the sun. Be sure to wear your sunscreen. Oh, also, I wanted to film in a new spot, and I decided to sit in front of the stove because this is about burning, and stoves burn. Oh, literal metaphor. NISE. And also, freezer burn. I'm watching it burn. Take care of yourself and enjoy.